Hello everyone, welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. My name is Stephanie and today we are going to be learning about the cluster stitch. The cluster stitch confuses a lot of beginning crocheters. One, because it's abbreviated in many different ways. Two, because there are many different versions of stitches that people consider a cluster stitch, and I will show you what I'm talking about. First, the abbreviations. I've seen them abbreviated in several different ways. One way is with the capital letters C and L. Another is with the lowercase letters C and S, and then yet another is where they just spell it out, cluster. Each designer writes differently, so you'll have to pay attention to the key at the beginning of your pattern, which will tell you what that designer refers to as a cluster. So to begin this cluster, I am working with double crochets. Clusters can be single crochets, trebles, half doubles, all kinds of different stitches, but for this one we're going to be working with double crochets. So I will yarn over and I'm going to work a double crochet into this stitch, but I am going to stop halfway through. Then I'm going to start another double crochet in the same stitch. So I will yarn over, pull up, and pull through two of the loops and stop. Now I'm going to do a 3 double crochet cluster, so I will yarn over one more time, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, and then pull through 2. So now I have 3 half complete double crochets sitting right there. To finish it off, you yarn over and pull through all of them, and that's your first cluster. So let's do that again. We will yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, then we're going to pause right there, start another double crochet into that same stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, pause and start another double crochet in that same stitch, yarn over, pull through 2. So there's 3 half completed double crochets, yarn over and pull through all of them, and that is the cluster stitch. Now there is another stitch that has a name that people also consider a cluster stitch. I don't consider it a cluster stitch because it has a name, and that is the together stitches. If you haven't seen my video on that, I have one, so you can look on my YouTube channel and you can see it, but I'm going to show you this right here. I am going to do, this is 3 double crochet cluster, so I am going to show you what it looks like going over stitches because some people consider this a cluster as well. So I will yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up, and just like before, we're going to pull through 2, but we're going to stop right there. And then we will yarn over, but instead of going into this stitch that we've been working with, we're going to go into the next. Yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, pause right there, start another double crochet in the next stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. So now you can see we have 3 half complete double crochets here. Then you yarn over and pull through all the loops on your hook. Just going to chain 1 here and pull up. So this is a cluster stitch when they're all worked into the same stitch. This is a stitch that some people consider a cluster stitch. Now to me, this is double crochet 3 together. I don't understand why some people consider it a cluster stitch. It will be unpopular. I'm sure that I will get lots of comments below saying, how dare you? But this actually has a name, double crochet 3 together. So this is a cluster, this is a double crochet 3 together, but some people consider it a cluster. So for you beginning crocheters, I want to point out how important it is to pay attention to the beginning of your patterns. Read what that designer considers a cluster. Pay attention because they will explain it, because this is a more complicated stitch. So they have to tell you how many double crochets, for instance, they want you to work. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 3. So they will tell you what they consider a cluster. Just pay attention. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and thank you for watching.